So the team you just saw right there should have never won. In fact, they actually did win because it was a handicap match. But not only was it a handicap match, these individuals had all the BS that a medium build can provide for you. You're basically being carried with these two builds, such as the heavy build and medium build, especially the medium build within the game. Takes literally no skill for you to use those two builds, and you're getting away with Mickey wins. It's crazy as fuck to me how I have to work significantly harder than you. And then this is what is going to be funny. You're going to see in this game, and I think it's the second game, I could be mistaken. You're going to see very quickly that we go against the team in the very beginning that showed off first in this video. And they had not only two APS turrets sitting there, they had two what do you call it? Two guardian turrets in one area, right? Then they had a whole bunch of mines all over the place. Then on top of that, you got the heavy build, but then they had a defibrillator. So let me get this straight, right? You're not only unbelievably tanky as a medium build, right? Your mobility is not bad at all. But then this is what's ironic about this particular situation, right? This is where it gets real spicy, right? The damage you do on your weapons is absurd. But then the visibility, the control, the lack of recoil on your weapons, the magazine size, you're literally being carried by that build. Now, let's talk about this. Then you get access to a healing beam, despite the fact that you are tanky as fuck. You're also a hybrid between the light build and the heavy build within the game, but you also have your own little oomph to you, just so that way they make it seem as if the medium build is completely different from both of the other builds within the game. You are literally on autopilot. You're being carried by that build. You have no actual skill. That's why you're using that build and pretending you're actually fucking good. Why do you think there's a bunch of mediums and heavies in rank? Why do you think that is? That's just out of pure coincidence? No, nigga. No. There's a reason for that. Now, let's talk about the Guardian turret. You can set up turrets and literally take it upon yourself to harass the other team with your teammates while your turrets are doing whatever the hell they're doing, where they're basically guarding where you deployed that Guardian turret at. So, if you have a Guardian turret as a medium build, you have a fourth player on your team. If you have a second medium build that has a Guardian turret, guess what? That's a fifth member on your team. And when two turrets are shooting one nigga at the same time, the amount of damage that ends up happening to you is unbelievable. The amount of stupid shit with the Guardian turret, dude. First of all, if you shoot it, it can shoot you at ranges you never thought you could be shot at. If you shoot it, it exposes your position because it's alerting their teammates. It makes that weird noise, and it's alerting the teammates. Okay, yo, there's a dude in this area. Then if it catches you, it alerts the teammates. Then if you shoot it, it alerts their teammates because guess what? Nigga, they know you're shooting at it so you can destroy it. So they know where you're coming from. What is this? First of all, the way you nerf that is that it should be to where the player has to manually control the damn Guardian turret to where they're semi-handicapping their teammates. Other than that, what we talking about? And if you can't do that, get rid of the damn Guardian turret. That is a ridiculous ass ability that you have access to. You literally are on autopilot. What's crazy to me about the whole shit just in general is the fact that you can deploy it and have it protected, right, with the mines in the APS turret, which I'm gonna get to very shortly here. And what's funny is like you can run around freely. That's the craziest part out of it all. You can run around freely, right? It doesn't matter how far away you are from the Guardian turret. You can run around freely, right? You could be across the damn map or the stage, whatever you want to call it, right? And you literally, and I'm not even joking, you literally can harass a whole nother team freely. And even when you die, this is where it gets real spicy. This is the craziest part out of it all. Even when you die, your whole team's dead. It don't even matter. Even when you're the one that put that shit out there and you die, your mind, your APS turret, and your Guardian turret is still activated on the screen as if you're attacking us from the afterlife. How the hell does that make sense logically? This team that I'm shooting at right now should have never won. This is insane. Literally insane. The amount of scrubby, noob-friendly ass shit they got going on in these modern shooting games. I remember shooting games took actual skill, even though they were still fun to play. Nowadays, games such as these type of games, such as these certain type of modern shooting games like Apex Legends as well, you got all this unnecessary shit in the game. I understand they're trying to captivate an audience. They're trying to make people want more and more and more. They want people to be entertained. But dude, on a competitive level, this game is BS. So we're going to talk about the APS turret. I have 2 glitch grenades. I threw 2 glitch grenades at the APS turret and it destroyed both of them. First of all, the way you nerf that, because what's funny is the only way you destroy it is by exposing your position when you're shooting it. How the fuck does that make any sense on a competitive standpoint of things? That's not fair and that's not balanced at all. Then on top of that, even when I throw a glitch grenade, which is designed to disable enemies' abilities within the game, including certain gadgets that they deploy out on the battlefield, it's not working. It's literally not working. Are you kidding me? If I throw 2 glitch grenades at the APS turret, that is it. It's gone. It's literally gone. It does not make any sense how your APS turret can destroy, and it doesn't even matter, because then you're going to see that they put 2 APS turrets next to each other to make it almost guarantee that you're not just getting ready to go over there. Dude, this game is Mickey as hell, bro. This game is Mickey as hell. Like, this game is Mickey as hell. Then people say you suck at the game, you bad at the game, you're this, you're that, blah blah blah. This, suck a dick and die. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, you're not finna justify this. Look what they have up there. You're gonna see how patiently me and my teammate had to play in order to get over there because of the stupid shit they had deployed over there. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. Look at that. Then you got a heavy build to add more fuel to the fire with 2 guardian turrets, an APS turret, and a bunch of mines surrounding y'all. And then if he dies, y'all have defibrillators. Speaking of defibrillators, check this clip out. All right, so go ahead, make the excuses, talk the trash, run your mouth, say what you want. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I'm going to expose you and your shitty ass build that carries the fuck out of you, because that takes no skill at all. You literally just instantly revived your teammate despite the fact that he just completely got annihilated, and it forces me in a box to where I have to make a conscious decision on how I'm going to approach that situation. Like, dude, I just killed you, and you're back in the game. Nah, man, this shit is crazy as fuck. And then the fact that like it recharges back up as if you deserve another one, like it's so Mickey. It's so Mickey. All the hard work that you put in on one build, especially if them niggas is just as good as you, okay. And then a medium build can just, you know, skip around like it's Easter or some shit like that, and just be like, hey, revive. And if you try to press him, you end up fucking dead. It's just like, bro, this is whack as hell, bro. This is whack as hell. Like, I'm telling you right now, this is whack as hell. First of all, if I shoot you, okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I shoot you, it should cancel out your revive animation for a few seconds. I think 5 seconds is a good idea because you just tried to instantly revive your teammate. Now, another thing I'm getting ready to talk about is something that needs to be exposed here. You should only have one use of the defibrillator because that's how powerful that bullshit ass gadget is in this game. I don't care if your teammate manually revived you or you got healed by the defibrillator. You should have it when you fully respawn back into the game. Okay? That's how you nerf a defibrillator. And like I said, if you get shot, it should cancel out your animation for a few seconds, which forces you to fight or retreat with your teammate's death banner, or you have to retreat. But for you to just simply just sit there and get shot and have the balls to sit there the entire time and not fear shit and just be a-okay with the idea that you're being shot consistently, okay, and still manage to survive. I've seen my teammates, and I'm telling you right now, we were in sweaty, I've been in numerous sweaty lobbies, even in the regular game modes. Dude, I have seen some of the Mickeyest shit in my entire life. Dude, the dude revived me, right? And the guy that was already shooting him was lighting his shit up. My teammate turned around so fast and instantly melted this guy at the same time. Then, even if he would have died, I would have been able to kill him because he was too weak on health. You see the problem? You kill one nigga after having a stressful and annoying ass gun battle because they take forever to fucking kill, okay? And then you have it to where, oh, I get revived. So then you have to make a conscious decision on how you're going to approach that situation. Oh, dude, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Fights are lasting way too long because of this bullshit ass defibrillator. Niggas are fairly getting beaten, okay, by a light build, and then you as a light build are significantly hurt. And then for some odd reason, the developers think it's a good idea to give a medium build a defibrillator. Like, that makes sense logically on a competitive standpoint of things. This is ridiculous. Then this rank mode in this game is complete and utter BS. I'm not a fan of it. Don't like it. Don't support it. And I'm just not a fan of it. We had a third teammate. Somehow our teammate literally disconnected, which led to us going against a full team that had nothing but a gang of fucking turrets. APS turrets, which is the orange team. Okay. And they had a bunch of mines all over the place. And then they were able to freely move around and harass niggas. We had to keep shooting APS turrets and mines and shit like that because I couldn't just throw my glitch grenades whenever I wanted to. We had to try and destroy the APS turret, but every time we tried to destroy it and they knew we were trying to destroy it so we could throw our shit in there, dude, 2 of them already got out the elevator, and then the big one stayed in there because he's tanky as hell, and then, dude, oh my god, this game is scrubby as fuck, bro. Like, it's not balanced, bro. I'm telling you, it's not balanced. This game is not balanced. It's very inconsistent. Like, it does not make any sense how you can freely harass the enemy team that is pursuing you after you set up all your bullshit. I mean, I don't understand that. I do not understand that. How has the medium build not been nerfed yet? Then you're not only supportive, right? You're defensive. You're not only defensive, right? And supportive. You're aggressive. And you can be evasive as if you were a light build. But you're a tanky light build with slightly lower speed than the light build in the game. Then you can go through the little square cubby holes as if you're a light build. Then you have certain explosives as if you're a heavy build. Then you're semi-tanky as if you were a heavy build. What's happening? What is happening? The amount of work you have to put in as a light build is actually fucking crazy. I don't understand how they let this slide. It is insane to me how this has... You can't explain this. Like you cannot justify this. The fact that you can have 3 medium builds or 2 medium builds and a heavy build on the same team, how is that balanced at all? How is that balanced? The amount of work you have to put in, especially if you're by yourself, because you have to make a conscious decision on how you're going to approach the situation as a light build. Bro, this is Mickey as hell, bro. It takes no skill to use the medium build or the heavy build in the game. Like, you're literally on autopilot. Like, it does not make any sense to me. Like, logically, it makes no sense to me. I've played this game for a very long time, since the very beginning, and I don't like criticizing games not unless I played them for a very long duration. And I have to say, I am not necessarily a fan of the direction that this game is going in, or it's been going in. It's not balanced. It's literally not balanced. It's crazy as fuck how easy the medium build weapons are in terms of being able to control the recoil, because there's barely any recoil on any of their weapons except for the F-car. The F-car has like slight recoil, but it's manageable. Like that's the reason why a lot of motherfuckers are using it, despite the fact that it only has 20 rounds. But the gun is incredibly powerful when you're accurately hitting your shots. So, like I said, you have some of the best visibility in the game, right? Not only do you have some of the best visibility in the game when it comes to your iron sights, the damage you do is insane. The shotgun that you have access to is bullshit, because as a light build, the shotgun that I have to work significantly harder than you in order to kill you, which is insane. Dude, I'm telling you, this game is just like, it's Mickey, bro. Like, it's Mickey. Like, it forces you to pick a build that you don't want to pick, which doesn't make any sense logically, and that would explain why you don't see a lot of light builds in this game, because the light build be getting hoed. The light build literally will be getting hoed. Now, people can argue all they want about this and that with the light build. So for one, let's talk about the stun gun. The most that they should be doing with that is allowing the player to turn around and aim down sights. I think that's perfectly fine. Anything else than that, I mean, what we talking about? Then, when it comes to the cloaking, if you're complaining about sniping, shut the fuck up. First of all, it's not that many good light build snipers out here to begin with. Then on top of that, you also have to take under consideration that, how should I put it? You don't see a lot of sniping light builds in the game anyway. And then on top of that, a lot of times the light build players that I've seen and come across, they're not playing this with the sniper the way that I play with the sniper. They're sitting in the far back and handicapping their team. That's literally what they're doing. So like I said, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of, you know, the state of this game. With these other two builds, they're literally on autopilot. Like even with the heavy build, they have a dome shield, right? And of course you could destroy it with gunfire, which you're exposing your position. You could destroy it with a glitch grenade, right? Problem I'm having is like you're meant for demolition and fortifications, yet you can attack and defend with that. How the fuck does that make any sense? And then you have access to spray and pray weapons, which take no skill because all you're doing is holding down the trigger and hoping to God that you shoot somebody. And inflict massive amounts of damage to where you potentially kill that individual. Okay, and then they have like this flamethrower. This flamethrower is Mickey as shit. There was this heavy build that I lit up with this gun, and he had shot me with the flames or burned me up like at least like a little bit. And my character was just taking massive amounts of damage. It did not make any sense at all. I was like, nigga, you barely touched me with it, and I died off of it. I'm just like, dude, I'm telling you, man. People are not being honest about this game. Like people are literally not being honest about this game. Like it brings a bad taste in my mouth because motherfuckers are trying to justify stupid shit that I see in this game. Like that situation right there. I didn't even hear that nigga's footsteps. Like where did he come from? That's another thing. Shitty ass audio. The inconsistencies. What the fucking gadgets and all this, dude. There's so much shit that I can explain. Like a perfect example is this: if you pick up a orange flammable canister, right, and then you melee it twice, it sets on fire. So you should be taking fire damage, but you don't take fire damage. As a matter of fact, you can just throw it around for free, right? If you pick up a gas canister and you hit it twice and it erupts in gas, you actually take damage to the point where you almost die if you're a light build, which is fucking insane. To the point where you have to basically throw it as quick as possible the moment you melee it, right? That doesn't make any sense. Then you have the red propane tank canister, or whatever the hell you want to call it, where it explodes immediately, right? And what's ironic about this particular situation is that if you shoot it at a building, right? If you shoot this at a building, right? This is what makes me laugh about this, right? It'll ricochet off the building when it's supposed to be exploding on impact. And then the massive amounts of counters that you have as a light build compared to the other two builds in the game is incredibly questionable, and it leaves me really perplexed, right? Let me further elaborate what I mean by this. Fire, you can get hurt really bad by that. Gas, you can get hurt really bad by that. Explosives, you can get hit by one mine and almost die instantaneously. And then there's times where you do die instantaneously. A nigga threw a motherfucking red propane tank at me, and I died instantly off of that shit. If I throw it at a medium or heavy build, they either get grazed, take a little bit of damage, or it doesn't do shit at all. It goes somewhere else. What we talking about? What we talking about? And then the certain stuff that you have, you're kind of dumbed down to only a few weapons that you can only use with the light build. Yet the heavy and medium build can use whatever the hell they want to do, and they're just on autopilot to where they don't have to nearly work as hard as you do as a light build, which doesn't make any sense logically. Now, when it comes to the cloaking, you can increase the visibility a little bit. I do think that would be a good change for the light build, but I definitely think the light build needs a gadget such as like a health stem to where they can regenerate health a little bit faster than the other builds, and a new specialization, something along the lines to kind of balance that out. Because the thing is that cloaking is ideal for the light build, especially when you're playing ranked. If you're using evasive dash, you're kind of hoeing yourself. And I'm not even joking. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the harsh reality of it. Okay? This gun, right? The LH1. I think they need to add a red dot sight, holographic sight, or a fucking ACOG sight, because right now in its current state, it's hard to see motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to see people when you unloading on them, right? It's not easy to shoot this damn gun, right? But then they have the new gun, which is the 93R, I believe it's what it's called, which is a burst machine pistol or whatever. Why don't you have select fire on it? And then the gun is ass, so I would assume that they would be able to buff up the gun and be like, okay, well, we're gonna turn this into an automatic weapon where you can basically alternate between 3-round burst and then basically for ranged engagements, and then you know what I'm saying, then an automatic where the range is reduced a little bit, which I don't necessarily see a problem with that. That's just my opinion. But this is just like this is a problem, bro. Like there is major balance issues. There's major inconsistencies that I haven't even talked about yet. That'll have you guys scratching your head like, huh? Like I said, will this game survive? I would assume it possibly will, especially if people are like streaming it or whatever on like Twitch or whatever, because there's like a lot of sweaty ass Twitch niggas. I've even had questionable moments with some of them niggas where like the screen would completely freeze and then all of a sudden I'm dead, despite the fact that my internet connection and the server is perfectly fine. So like I said, there's definitely a lot of questionable shit going on, but I personally think that this is a major dilemma in this game, and a conversation needs to be held about this game, because I have very, very powerful and strong opinions towards this, such as that spamming ass fucking RPG bullshit that take no skill. You shoot it and you do massive amounts of damage, which doesn't make any sense logically. It's ridiculous. But like I said, I'm just hoping that like look at this dude's dead. He's dead and it's turned. Man, fuck this game, bro. Like I'm starting to get pissed off looking at this shit, man. Like for real, this is BS. This is BS. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just it doesn't make any sense. You're dead and your turret is still deployed. Like you're dead and your mind's just still there to where I could potentially die instantaneously. Like what the hell? And then, man, I just need to take a deep breath. This is the reason why, like, I just can't take these certain modern shooting games serious, bro. It's whack as hell, bro. Like it's whack as hell and it's Mickey as fuck. Like you're getting away with a bunch of Mickey shit. Like it doesn't make any sense. And then somehow our teammate disconnects somehow, and I'm like, nigga, what just happened to him? So like I said, handicap match. The tournament should have ended right there. This is unfair, and it was also extremely unfair when they had a bunch of turns and mines and APS turns all over the fucking place. It just, man, whatever happened to skill, bro? That's why I stay with Battlefield 4, bro. Like I don't care for these other modern shooting games like that. I try to get into them and I try to enjoy them and like them, and then I try to play them competitively a little bit, and it's like they just smack you in the face, bro. They literally just smack you in the face. And me and my teammate, bro, we were struggling to kill them because it was like, nigga, if we killed one, they got revived, and we were trying to intercept that. We were trying to prevent it from happening. And it's just like, dude, it's too much. It's too much, and it takes no skill, bro. It takes no skill. It basically forces you to use a medium build, which is insane. So like I said, people ain't having these conversations, which is throwing me off. But we ended up losing this game. We ended up cleaning them out in a sense, but the amount of work that we had to put in compared to what they had to do is bullshit. Like I'm not a fan of the current state of this game right now because it lacks in skill. I have to work hard with my build and carry my build, but your build is carrying you, and you don't have to work nearly as hard as me. Fucking crazy.